Hello, Huntsville. Hello, 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 Huntsville.
Hello, Huntsville. I'm Cynthia Joyner. Welcome to another edition of this podcast about all things Huntsville.
Hello, Huntsville.
That's perfect. Now, spell your first and last name for me.
First name is Taciana, Taciana. Last name is Hunter, Hunter.
So tell me what's going on here today.
Today we're at the Downtown Huntsville Food Truck Rally. It happens once a month, all throughout the summer, ending in October.
And then tell me a little bit about your food truck.
Okay, our food truck is Mac and Snacks, and we offer gourmet mac and cheese selections, anything from buffalo chicken, barbecue brisket. Today we have our barbecue brisket, we got our jerk chicken mac, and we have our Baja shrimp mac, and we always have classic and our famous signature wings.
How'd you come up with this name?
Mac and Snacks. When I first started, I used to offer a dessert with every mac because I also love baking. So that's where Mac and Snack come from, the mac selections plus desserts and treats.
What is your number one seller?
My number one seller, well, it's a cross between the buffalo chicken and the barbecue brisket.
This is mostly an audio podcast, so visually tell these people what that buffalo chicken mac looks like, smells like, tastes like.
Oh, I'm not good at that. Buffalo chicken mac is roasted buffalo chicken with our signature seasoning blend. Our mac has our signature cheese blend sauce. It's topped with ooey gooey cheese, and it has a drizzle of buffalo and ranch sauce.
I've had that one before. So this is Downtown Huntsville, Inc. It seems like Huntsville is kind of committed to keeping the food truck scene vibrant. So why do you think it's so popular? Why does anybody even want a food truck scene?
I think it's a great atmosphere to bring your family. You have tons of different selections of different type of cuisines all in one spot. You can't beat it.
Are you from Huntsville?
No, I'm not. I'm from Chicago.
Tell me how you ended up in Huntsville, Alabama.
My mom retired from the Navy and she moved here to work at Redstone.
So what do you think about Huntsville?
I love it. I think Huntsville, Alabama is a great place to settle down, raise a family, and grow.
Is there anything else about Mac and Snacks that you want me to know?
Check out Mac and Snacks. We're all around town. We're getting into catering. Check us out on our social media to see where we're at, and always hit us up if you want some delicious food. My Instagram is @Mac and Snacks. It's MacandSnacks. And Facebook is Mac and Snacks, the number 1. So it's MacandSnacks, the number 1.
Good to see you again.
All right.
All right, first thing I'll get you to do is just spell your first and last name.
All right, Thomas, Thomas, and last name Poux, Pour.
All right, go ahead.
All right, Facebook and Instagram, it's all Fire Spice Food Truck.
Oh, that's easy.
That's it. We made it as easy as we could. No and or anything, just Fire Spice Food Truck.
Fire Spice Food Truck. Mm-hmm. All right, Thomas, so just tell me who you are and how you related to this food.
All right, my name is Thomas. I own the food truck Fire and Spice. My wife and I have owned it for 8 years. This month is actually the start of our 9th year in business.
Whoa. And it's been a food truck the whole time?
We started out as a food truck, and then a few years ago we opened up a restaurant through COVID, and then we closed it almost 2 years ago now.
So tell me, the obvious question is this name. Tell me how you came up with this name.
The name was actually already on the truck. It was called Fire and Spice, but it just said Fire and Spice. The logo was different. The color of the truck was different. And the people that we bought it from, they actually own Earth and Stone here in town. So they used to own Fire and Spice, and we bought it from them, and we really liked the name, so we kept it, and we just put our spin on that.
What's the best part about having a food truck here in Huntsville, Alabama?
Best part of owning a food truck in Huntsville, Alabama would probably be the amount of different events that we get to do in this town, because it's, I mean, we've been doing it for 8 years, so we've seen a lot of changes in town, and the last 2 years it really have been a complete game changer compared to the last 6 years prior to that.
Tell me where we are now and what we're doing today.
We are at the Downtown Huntsville Food Truck Rally. This event has been happening for, I believe, 9 or 10 years now. We've been doing it for 8, and it happens every third Friday of the month during the summer. And it's where you get some of the best and food trucks in town all gather in one place. It doesn't happen very often. It's usually, I think it's the only time in the whole month where we're all, most of us at least, are in one place at one time. So.
What's your most popular menu item?
Ooh, that would be we probably have 2. The Santa Fe tacos are probably the most popular item. Is chicken based, and then our Burning Love quesadilla is a brisket quesadilla. That's probably our second bestseller.
That Burning Love sounds, it's like a catchy name.
It is. My wife came up with all the names on the menu. She's the one that does that.
Now, so as best you can, you know, this is mostly an audio podcast. Explain that Burning Love quesadilla.
All right, yeah, I can do that.
Now, you know.
All right, Burning Love quesadilla, it starts just like any other quesadilla. It's a tortilla. We put some blended cheese on the bottom, and then we put our 13-hour smoked brisket on that with some onions, some jalapenos, and a sriracha sauce. And we just let it get nice and crunchy. We flip it, and it's served with sour cream as a dipping sauce.
It seems like the city of Huntsville is kind of committed to this. So why do you think it's been so successful?
It's something that people are used to, I think, anyways, by now, but I know the early years, we were one of the only things that was really happening downtown. When at first, I remember when we started this 8 years ago, the street used to be closed, and we all faced each other on the inside, and I would say there would be at least 10 or 1,000 people or more every Friday. There was, at the peak, I would say there was probably 25, 30 trucks and trailers, so because it was such a big deal, I think people just are used to it now, and it's kind of part of downtown during the summer. On the third Friday, you know, there's usually food trucks, so.
Good deal.
Hi, it's Debra Nadwodny with Two Chicks Food Truck, and you caught us downtown Huntsville at our monthly food truck rally.
Where are you from?
I'm from Hazel Green, born and raised, yes sir.
So you've been here for all this growth in this
Absolutely, yes.
So let's start with that. Tell me a little bit about what you think about all the growth this part of the state has seen here.
It's definitely overwhelming because I'm used to it being a small town, and it just happens so quickly, and it was a blessing to be named, you know, the best place to live in America, but also a curse because now the traffic is terrible and we were not prepared for it. But it's we have such a beautiful city. It always has been beautiful. It's kind of just been a secret to us, and we liked it that way, but we also like the growth as well because it's good for the business, you know. Yeah, my little town of Hazel Green has probably almost doubled in size in the past 2 years. Yeah, so it's been great. We no longer live in the country.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you said good for the business. Tell me about the business. What is this business?
So we've been operating, we're starting on our 5th year now. It originally started with me and my sister. We were the Two Chicks, and she got out of the business in February, and so it's just me, and then now my 2 daughters are now the Two Chicks. So one of them lives in Virginia, the other one goes to college, but they're gonna who I'll leave it to. So, and I just been in the business for 35 years and got tired of making money for other people, and I just said I'm opening my own restaurant, and I did. And I did.
So how long have you had the truck?
We're on our 5th year now.
5th year now.
We started in September of 2019.
What's your most popular menu item?
Woo, our most popular menu item is probably our ribeye Philly sliders with our crispy Brussels sprouts. So as far as we know, no other food truck has Brussels sprouts, and it's a very, very popular side item for us. We also have it as a meal, and you can get some meat on top if you want a low carb option.
Can you describe it to me?
So our ribeye Philly is very finely chopped ribeye steak with fresh peppers and onions, melted Swiss cheese, and it's served on a 4-inch potato bread, and you'll get 2 of those with a side item with your meal. And one of our most popular side items are our crispy Brussels sprouts. We take the raw Brussels sprouts, we flash fry them for 45 seconds, put our homemade seasoning on top, and serve it with a side of balsamic vinaigrette dressing. All of our sauces or dressings are homemade as well.
Tell me, have you ever done brick and mortar?
Yeah, we actually had a brick and mortar restaurant in Hazel Green. Unfortunately, it only lasted 2 years. And we had to close it in February.
Okay.
Unfortunately. We do plan to reopen again once everything settles down.
So what's the best part about having a food truck?
You know, I really get not staying in one place and getting out and meeting so many new people. And once we meet them, I usually remember your name, and you become family at that point. And just meeting all the different people and getting to one day you're in beautiful downtown Huntsville, the next day I may be at a construction site, and it's just great to keep moving.
So Downtown Huntsville Inc. kind of connected us to you guys. How about just a shout out to Downtown Huntsville Inc.?
Well, we love Downtown Huntsville Inc. They keep everybody organized. Any events that's happening in Huntsville, Downtown Huntsville Inc. will know about it. And they huge supporters of small businesses, which of course now we need more than ever. And Carla and her team are just fantastic at organizing and keeping everything together for us, and we're so grateful for that.
Just 2 more things, Debra, I'll let you go. Tell me what do you like about Huntsville?
And what I like about Huntsville is it's a big city now to us with a small town feel. We'll drive down the road and wave at strangers, and they'll wave back, and you get a smile. And it's such a beautiful city. We have such great history, great heritage, and of course all of our great schools and our colleges here. It is just a very welcoming environment, and it's just literally the best place to live.
Hello Huntsville is hosted by Cynthia Joyner. Cynthia Joyner and Jeff Morlock are the executive producers. This podcast is produced and directed by Keith Matthews and David Person. Jake Martin and Hans Guger provided remote and in-studio audio engineering and other technical support. Chad Bell is the production administrator. The podcast theme was written and produced by Kyle Wimbish and David Person. Spread the word about Hello Huntsville, the first podcast that makes Huntsville, Alabama, the star.